right, let's keep it moving. By the way, my name is Verstar, aka the Alkebulan. Trust the name you can trust when it comes to all things and reactions. Oh, I just realized. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just get straight into it right now. It is this, but yeah, it's on the Vill's YouTube channel. So let's get straight into it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so Kendrick mocks Drake on his lawsuit. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody has a happy Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well with their family. But let's get into it, man, because Kendrick Lamar had kicked off his tour. He finally kicked off the GNX Tour, and it looks like it got the world talking. It got the media world. It got the hip-hop world talking because of a segment that took place at the tour itself. Let's just be clear that this show was a sold-out show, and it looked like every single seat was filled in the audience for this opening show for this tour. And Kendrick Lamar's performance didn't disappoint at all.
Do you know what? And this is the thing, you have to give him credit as well for setting out that tour. Because it's like, are those, and I get it, and then Aiden Ross, I don't even want to call out his name because no one cares what he thinks. But it's like, from what he was saying, I don't brought his name, he's trying to say, oh, they paid actors, they paid to see a show. Okay, they paid them to see us. If UMG paid them, where's the receipts? You know what I mean? Show evidence that that's what happened. Show evidence. If you don't have the evidence, if you don't have it, then be quiet. You know what I mean? And hey, listen, if you're paying me to watch a show, especially if it's Kendrick Lamar, then hey, I'm taking it. I will take it. What do you mean? I will take it. Because technically it's a free show and I'm getting paid for it. Are you? Make it make sense. Like, you're the number one popular artist right now is Kendrick Lamar. That's just facts. Not even as a rapper, but popular artist is Kendrick Lamar. And then additionally, you get SZA as well. Get out of here, man. You're telling me paid actors or UMG are paying people to see. Is that what you're trying to come up with? Like, come on, man. Get out of here.
Oh, he also performed Good Credit for the first time, which was a song that he had made with Playboi Carti on his album. There's a lot of things that he had did on this tour that was very noticeable. But the one thing that got everybody talking is the segment where he did this deposition with some lawyer, with some attorney. Was the part where Kendrick Lamar was in the background video sitting down talking to a deposition attorney as if he's being interviewed in a courtroom. If anything, it's kind of similar to when Lil Wayne was doing a deposition. If you remember back in the day when Lil Wayne had did something familiar like this. So I'm not sure if it's a shot at Lil Wayne, because I know Lil Wayne had recently talked about the Super Bowl still. And obviously we have that record, Whacked Out Murals, where Kendrick Lamar was talking about Lil Wayne also. But this whole scene right here where Kendrick's sitting down being interviewed takes me back to a time when Lil Wayne was being interviewed in a similar manner.
Did you perform at the Virgin Mobile Music Fest in 2000? Isn't it something that you would remember if your album, The Carter 3, was the biggest selling album of the year in 2008?
Isn't it something that I would remember that?
Yes.
Isn't that a personal opinion type question?
Have you ever hired a photographer to photograph an event?
Have I ever hired a photographer to photograph an event? Sorry, sir, no, I'm a superstar. People hire them themselves to photograph me.
Facts.
We don't hire them.
Do you recall that any criminal actions were pending against you at the end of 2008?
I don't recall any.
So this interview that Kendrick Lamar does at this concert, it takes me back to a time when Lil Wayne had did a similar interview back in the day when he was doing his deposition. Kendrick is doing a deposition now at his concert, which made me feel like if this was also mocking Lil Wayne because of the whole Super Bowl thing. I mean, I know that he had talked about him in Whacked Out Murals, saying that he thought that
I don't think he's mocking Lil Wayne. I just think it, because you have to remember, Kendrick Lamar is a Lil Wayne fan. Do you know what I mean? So we have to put that aside. And obviously, yeah, he did mention, do you know what I mean? I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Do you know what I mean? But like, Lil Wayne has talked about it now and he's over it. He's like he's cool with Kendrick. So I don't think Kendrick would be that petty to be like, you know what, let me mock him. I don't think he would be that petty. I mean, he's definitely petty, but I don't think he'll be that petty towards Lil Wayne. Now, so that's one thing. Two, you gotta remember it's inspiration. I'm seeing it as just more inspiration. The same way in Euphoria when he says when he's dissing Drake and saying, "I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk." Like all that is inspired by DMX. Do you understand? So when you put the two and two together, it's like it's just inspiration. It's not mocking. Like that's how I'm seeing it. How do you see it? Leave it answer the comment section below. Let's go.
Thought that he let Lil Wayne down, but I'm not sure if this is adding fuel to the fire or if this is Kendrick Lamar taking inspiration from that time.
Inspiration.
Mind you, he still likes Lil Wayne as an artist. Lil Wayne was somebody that he had looked up to growing up. So you could let me know if Kendrick was mocking Lil Wayne or if he was drawing inspiration from that time. Lil Wayne was in court with his own deposition. Y'all tell me how you feel about that. Another interesting part about this segment right here with the deposition is when the attorney asked Kendrick Lamar, when he said he wants to watch the party die, did he mean it metaphorically or did he say it as a threat? And this is what Kendrick Lamar ends up saying. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
No, we're not here for that. We're here to take a deposition, and that requires you to not be on your phone.
Go ahead.
You said you wanted the party to die. Was that a metaphor? Or were you being serious?
I said it's a good song.
No, I understand you think it's a good song, but it's not answering my question. Were you being metaphorical, or should it be taken as a threat?
Whatever you want to take it.
And by the way, yeah,
It's
I also feel like he's this is now where I feel like he's mocking. Yeah, not Lil Wayne, but I feel like he's mocking us fans. Here's why. Because you know how we dissect his music videos and we say it means this, it means that. He's letting you know it's whatever you want it to be. And I think there's another video where Lil Wayne, sorry, not Lil Wayne, where Kendrick Lamar mentions something about that. The fans say what it is, and most time I think he says most time they're right. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's a reach or something like that. If I can find a video, I will react to it. But like that's it. Or if I do react to it, it might be on the other channel because this channel is supposed to be for a particular type of content. If you know, you know. Let's go.
It's whatever you want to take it. Like I said, very similar to how Lil Wayne answers his questions in the deposition that he did many years ago. I get the same vibe, and I'm wondering if he's doing this in regards to Lil Wayne's deposition and how he handled it, and if he's trying to mock that or imitate that. Really not sure, but y'all can tell me how you feel, like I said. But it's the questions that the lawyer ends up asking Kendrick Lamar in this scene right here. I'm going to play the clip right now.
Keep all the dates. I don't know. I got a
Sunday, February 9th,
I want to keep all the dates.
of this year.
Now he definitely drew an inspiration because look, right there is water. What was Lil Wayne drinking? He was drinking water as well, a bottle of water. This was a glass of water, and it's half full. So it's the glass half full. Everything Kendrick does, you know, there's a meaning to it. Everything is death. Everything is for a reason. Everything has a purpose. Everything.
I will keep all the dates that have in the air.
Okay, does this ring a bell? Draw. 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 Draw.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. This stare right here is diabolical, bro.
It's so sad.
That stare right there
It's that.
is a man that knows the damage that he did. That stare right there is the face of a man who knows exactly what he did.
Facts.
A diabolical look when the guy is repeating drop and it's getting faster and faster. I think this was super scary. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I could feel the intention, the intense nature that's in this clip right here, bro. I just feel it, bro.
Draw.
drop, 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 drop.
And then he smiles in the end. And then he smiles at the end. And I think, if anything, if I'm being real, you know, reading the lawsuit, the
No, but hang on, like we obviously know what it's going towards. It's going towards him with the lawsuit, the hate. Just the fact that smile in the Super Bowl, because obviously that was put in it, and we know we're heading into that direction because that's what was headed. That's what was amended in the lawsuit. But it's just the fact that knowing that Drake did that, but then at the same time, Kendrick, when it comes to these videos of late, in general, he doesn't really smile. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't really smile. So that's what even makes it more sinister. All right, Kendrick, man, come through, Kenny.
amended lawsuit, Drake had put in there how Kendrick Lamar became a meme because he stared at the camera and smiled. Now Kendrick is smiling here at this part of the event at the concert with this segment right here. It makes me feel that Kendrick is aware that smiling pisses Drake off. It pissed him off enough to put it in the lawsuit after he amended it. And I'm pretty sure it's pissing him off now, seeing this footage go around the internet after Kendrick Lamar's first concert for GNX Tour. So at the start of the conversation, the deposition attorney says, "Do you remember the date on Sunday, February 9th of this year for 2025? Kendrick says, "I don't keep up with dates." The deposition attorney says, "Does this ring a bell?" And that's when he keeps saying, "Drop, drop, drop, drop," and it keeps intensifying. You see, the whole point about February 9th, though, February 9th, if you could remember, February 9th was the day of the Super Bowl.
Hold on. Wait. I just clocked something just now. All right. The start of the tour date, was on April 19th, right? And that was the day of when Push Up was released and not by Drake, this song towards Kendrick and a few other people. And it's like, in that, he was mentioning drop. He mentioned the word drop in that song more than enough times, but it wasn't like drop. But do you know what I mean? It's like after the fact. And then but what I was gonna say was the tour date of being in Minneapolis. Remember when the beef was happening in 2024, and we had the almost reference. No, not even almost. There was references between Prince and Michael Jackson from both sides. Do you know what I mean? Till they got to a point where Drake decided to diss Michael Jackson. It's like, why would you even do that? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that aside, so the tour date started in Minneapolis. Where is Prince from? I'm pretty sure he's from Minneapolis. I'm pretty sure of it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's where he's actually from. Let me double check. Real quick. Let's see. Yeah, he is. He is, which is very interesting. Hang on, he's the same age as. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, let's quite to say I'm pretty sure he's the same age as Michael Jackson, which is just very interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, he was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I didn't know that. Honestly, So I just seen something very accidental. Anyway, let's digress. I don't want to digress. Sorry.
Super Bowl was on February 9th of this year. The game was in New Orleans. This is where Kendrick did his halftime show. And this is where Drake amended his lawsuit, went back and revised it. And that's when he added more details about the Super Bowl. Now, he already talked about the Super Bowl in his lawsuit originally, But it's the fact that he had went back and also talked about a few things that happened at the Super Bowl, talking about when Kendrick smiled at the camera and all of this, right? See here in the amended lawsuit, it says the image of Lamar looking directly at the camera when he named Drake and stated that Drake likes him young during the Super Bowl performance became a viral meme. Anything in red currently is something that Drake had went back and added to his complaint in his lawsuit. If you could click the hyperlink, it's going to take you to a picture of Kendrick Lamar smiling
It's
at
just
the camera.
laughable at this point. It genuinely is. And I'm going to say it again. I said it on my other channel. I'm going to say it here. Jay Prince, Birdman, and yes, even Lil Wayne, they need to sit, and even Dennis Graham, they need to sit Drake down and say, drop this lawsuit. Do you know what I mean? It looks ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Yeah. You are an artist. Therefore, do you know what I mean? It's like, all right, cool. You took this L, like you took an L from Pusha T. You moved on from that. You acknowledge you took an L, but you moved on. You took an L from Kendrick Lamar, so now you can acknowledge that and move on. Because I'm pretty sure, had he moved on and not done on any of these lawsuits, we wouldn't be hearing from Kendrick Lamar in regard. We would continue to hear from Kendrick Lamar. Don't ever get twisted. But we wouldn't hear from Kendrick Lamar in regards to dissing Drake or sending slight digs to. Oh, that sounds weird. No, did it? Wait, like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't see him trying like trolling or anything like that. You wouldn't see that. He'll still go viral with the moments he does within his concerts and that. But other than that, do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say I wouldn't be here reacting because it's Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to react. But like at the end of the day, Drake has to realize at some point he is the cause of all this.
And this is the link that it takes you to. So the guy doing the deposition at Kendrick Lamar's concert, asking him about February 9th is the Super Bowl. He keeps saying, does this sound familiar? And then drop keeps intensifying. And then Kendrick Lamar smile, just like he did on February 9th at the Super Bowl. At this point, Kendrick knows that smiling at the camera, smiling in general, is going to piss Drake off. Drake may do these streams with Aiden Ross. He may do things that make him seem unbothered. But on paper, he seems pissed. He seems upset. He's not happy about any of this shit. And I think behind closed doors, Drake is more furious about all of this shit happening than he lets on. I thought this was an interesting thing to do at the concert, considering the deposition, talking about UMG, the lawsuit that Drake had sent them. Being questioned by a deposition lawyer is always interesting, considering the Lil Wayne connection. Is he mocking Lil Wayne as well? We know Lil Wayne is still talking after the Super Bowl. He recently spoke about getting slighted at the Super Bowl and then giving it to Kendrick Lamar. That article, him talking about that, is probably like a week old. But the deposition, nonetheless, it also mocks the lawsuit itself that Drake had sent to UMG.
Facts.
I think there could be a chance that Drake is mocking Lil Wayne. He's mocking Drake. He's mocking the lawsuit and everything in between, bro.
I don't think he's mocking. I'm going to say it again. I don't think he's mocking Lil Wayne. I genuinely think it's just inspiration. It just so happens to be that, like, the timing, everything for me is about timing, isn't it? So it's like, even if Lil Wayne didn't respond in the way that he did in regards to the Super Bowl announcement, and then even with the thing you mentioned about the Super Bowl art, like a week ago or whatever from this video, like, you know what I mean? I don't think he would be doing that. I don't know. I could be wrong in it. Like, there's no harm in being wrong in it, but like, that's just my thoughts. I feel like it's just inspiration. It's just like, because, and look, here's the other thing. It's just like, again, the ties between Lil Wayne and Drake. Do you know what I mean? Like, which like, I just realized saying it's just interesting that Drake has ties to Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne is not literally telling Drake to now just stop. Do you know what I mean? Because if they're genuinely friends, right? Like genuine friends, you would tell your friend, sit down, bruv. Sit this one out, bruv. Like, enough is enough. Like, Your friends can hold you back, bruv. Like in a good way. There's a time when your friends shouldn't hold you back, and there's a time when your friends should hold you back. This is the time when your friends should hold you back. Do you know what I mean? What next? What? Drake is gonna put Lil Wayne in his lawsuit?
Wayne is still salty, and I think Kendrick doing this is letting you know that he's aware of it and that he don't care. He's for sure mocking the lawsuit that Drake had sent UMG. He's mocking Drake about the Super Bowl, bringing up February 9th, the halftime show. And I think this was a crazy way to kick off Not Like Us at the very first concert at the GNX Tour. This tour is going to go crazy, bro. Look how packed this tour is, bro. Look how packed the seats are. This is crazy, bro. Let me be clear for you right now, bro. It doesn't look like any of these people are bots. Doesn't look like any of these people happen to be bots at all, bro. They look like people. I don't see any robots. I see forms of life appearing at these concerts, and they look packed and sold out, bro. And it looks like everybody that goes to a concert for the GNX tour.
And I've seen some clips as well. I've seen one like old granny. Well, grannies are old. Like one old granny, like a white granny, by the way. Like she was there, like you know what I mean, enjoying herself. I've seen a clip of a mom and a daughter, a black mom and black daughter, and like the daughter was gassed. She was gassed. I'm sure she did like a cartwheel or something. Like she was gassed. Like so, and I think it's her first. If I remember correctly, that was her first. It's her first concert as well. Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, man. That's just like, and again, I'm gonna repeat this again. And I said it in my other channel. Drake just needs to stick to his core fan base. He's fine, bruv. Like, he's stick to his core fan base. And if those allegations of what was said were true, then you know what I mean. Pandora's box is already open. It's about to be open even further, and we're about to see. You know what I mean? Things be like we really gonna have a surgical summer. I think this is the year we'll have a surgical summer. I think this is the year we're gonna have a surgical summer, and not to put like not in a rap version. By the way, I'm talking about the enemy. I'm gonna talk about it. Like I don't want to speak bad on nobody or anything like that. All I'm saying is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? I could be wrong, but it might be a surgical summer. Let's go.
Is going to be in for a surprise, and it's going to be in for a performance of a lifetime. You'll be witnessing history every single night, and I wonder how Kendrick is going to kick off the song Not Like Us for every single concert that he does for this tour.
Yeah,
is he going to do the Deposition again, or is he going to do something else for every single city, something different every time he plays Not Like Us? I'm not sure if the set's going to change or if it's going to remain the same. Either way, I thought it was a creative way to throw light at the lawsuit and anybody else lyrics for. Y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Y'all tell me how you feel about this GNX tour, this concert, and what Kendrick did to mock Drake and his lawsuit with UMG. Do you think it was a shot at Lil Wayne? Also, y'all tell me in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
All right. Let me know what your thoughts are as well, by the way. If you want to shout out, now's the time to put it in the live chat, and then I'll get to that to give you a shout out. I thought I already subscribed to their channel. Anyway, just subscribe to my channel. Make sure you are genuinely subscribed, by the way. Drake said, well, box behind closed doors while suing that his life was in danger. No victim does this. That's true. Drake fans saying these are bots at the stadium. Get out of yourself, man. How? I bet this feud Drake wish he could take back. Drake kicked over the hornet's nest, and now this five hornet is going to keep stinging him until he is tired. I think he's already tired. I don't even know, man. The Wayne situation is definitely inspiration. Also, coincidence. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Because the reality is, obviously, it's the Grand National Tour. And obviously, some people be like, oh, this is the highlight of his career. This is the highlight of the tour. But I think the tour was over. That one day was like over 3 hours long. And all that stuff there. But anyway, I just realized something. I'm about to do it afterwards. But yeah. All right, let's get into that.